Single for many years. Ivan Jr., thanks for the $100, bro.
Thank you,
Single
man.
for many years. 6-bed house, 5 cars, 4 businesses, retired
Let's go.
model, mid-30s, not very picky. Spent thousands on dinners. I get judged so fast, I don't have a chance. Once they see what I have, they want my luxury car, and they're not focused on natural connection. Brian Chase, bingo. Yo.
Hey, we should get him on the show. Ivan,
Ivan,
DM.
you should absolutely come on the show. Bro, I just want to say, dude, for the guys out there who have money, like one of the most interesting experiments that guys in your position could do is like buy like an old beat up pickup truck. Post your images on your Instagram and social media, not with your luxury cars, not with your nice house, but with your old beat up pickup truck, right? Because chicks are gonna vet you. This is my thought on this. Chicks are gonna vet you. They're gonna if they see that you have money, you know, that's going to confound the women that are interested in you. You're not gonna know if they're interested in you for your money or your personality. But if you're flexing your shitty old pickup truck and none of your wealth, you know, then you'll know who the real ones are. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought on that.
Word based. Really quick, Eric, can you pull up Twitch?
Your problem is you're spending time writing out all your personality traits and best qualities on a podcast like this. Any man who's doing that is not going to find a high value woman. I'm telling you right now, it's weird. It's quite weird.
What, are you talking shit on the super chatters?
I am. Yes, to list every single one of your best qualities on a podcast.
He's just saying it makes it hard to find women.
Be nice to him, Creeko.
I know, but the way how long the list went on, if like in my example, like if he would have been like, I'm a pretty well-off man and I struggle finding someone because that's all they look at. But somebody who feels the need to list every single one, 6-bedroom household, 5 cars, this and that, you're overcompensating for something. That's he's trying. What it seems like to me is that's what he's shoving in everybody's face. So of course, if that's what you're shoving in everybody's face, that's the woman you're gonna attract. Is the woman who only wants to use you for your materialistic items. If that's all you need, that's all you can talk about.
And you may have a point because if you look at his profile picture right there, it is
douchey.
He's a retired model.
It is him
retired at 30,
seducing based on the flesh, right?
What went wrong?
And so perhaps he is taking that approach in life.
5 cars, 4 businesses, retired model.
Yes,
and not only
you may have a point. However, he is touching on an important aspect, which is that wealthy men. It is. I know a number of wealthy men. It's hard for them to find women who actually want them for who they are.
Then don't lead with your wealth.
I agree.
Party foul. Go ahead.
I was gonna say not only that, but like 9 times out of 10, like if I see a guy trying to flex some shit in front of me, I'm automatically gonna assume, okay, you're broke. Because the guy with money isn't gonna be out here flexing what it is they have because they know they got it like that. Why do they feel the need to flex it?
If anything, they know it's smarter to not flex it.
Exactly.
It's one thing when you have money. It's another when you make
honestly,
it
Brian,
personality.
I know you got money, but you're not out here flexing every single dollar you have every second. You're here wearing a normal flannel and a black T-shirt. So honestly,
money,
I would rather be
Apparently
I would rather that than somebody who feels the need to be like, no, I have this, I have that, I make this much, I own this many estates, I have this many
so
cars.
I agree with Kiko. He's compensating for something.
Yeah.
He's like, look at all this
Making
money
that
that I have. But
standard
I
for
think
yourself.
also,
What about his
can you pull the
personality?
chat up again, Brian?
What?
I think also he is.
What were you going to say really quick?
Just like flexing your cars and your money and all this and making
We'll pull it up,
wealth
Sam.
your personality. You're kind of setting that standard for a woman to
Yeah.
I think any wealthy guy who's got all the things he's got needs to avoid showing any of it off for as long as humanly possible.
100%.
Like you're spending thousands on dinners. There's no reason why you need to be spending $1,000 on a first date or dinners like that. That's the woman you're attracting. You're attracting a sugar baby.
Bro,
Okay,
Ivan, that's your problem right there. Spent thousands on I don't know if you're spending a shit ton of money on the dinners that you're taking them on. Bro, I'll tell you this.
No
Ivan,
dinner.
Ivan, I'll tell you this. I was in Paris I studied photography when I was in college. I went with my school to Paris for Fashion Week back in like 2015. I met this gorgeous model after one of the fashion shows, and I asked her if she wanted to go on a date. She said that she had to go to Portofino the next day. I said, well, next time you're out in California, let's get together. So she came out to California like 6 months later, right? And the thing about these model girls, you know how it is, man. They get attention from so many dudes. They've got all the football players sliding into their DMs. I took her out on a date to Chipotle to see what her response would be. And I'd never do this with chicks, but on that date, I made her pay for her own Chipotle just to see how she would react. She rolled with it.
Top G.
She rolled with it, and she was so cool about it, and it was a fantastic date. And I was like, yo, this is a solid woman. That's the kind of move you got to play with these chicks, bro. You can't be dropping hundreds on dinners, taking them out to the nicest steak dinners.
No dinners. Zero
Just
dinners.
tell men to
Don't-
split the bill 50-50.
No, I'm not. I'm not telling dudes to split the bill 50-50.
Classify that to the men out here. Don't tell men to make their women pay for Chipotle.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not telling
Please.
dudes. I'm
Do
not
it.
telling dudes to
Do
take
it.
their girls out to Chipotle and to make them pay for the dinner. But what I will say is, it is an excellent vetting technique.
Listen,
Ivan.
Technically, I paid for my first date.
Ivan, your
my
problem is
boyfriend.
that you're
Technically.
leading. You're
Starbucks.
leading with your wealth. You're leading with what you think is the most attractive thing, which is your money. And if you're leading with that, you're gonna get used for that, my friend.
He
Here,
said,
let's
"Kiko,
read it.
I do have a downplayed car. My point is, I'm successful, and I just want a stay-at-home wife without her needing to work."
I think he might be saying here he has all these things, yet he's still struggling.
My point is though, no matter what, even if he's just commenting that to say what he has going on, he wouldn't ever leave a comment like that on a podcast with this many viewers and this many subscribers.
Maybe, but maybe
stating
that's an
something like
inaccurate
that.
judgment of him.
Oh, sure, but still, his last comment, I have 5 cars, I have this, and then now his next one, oh, I have a downplayed car. Like, don't get confused. Like, no.
I think the point that he's getting at is it's hard to find women who are not motivated by wealth and who actually want to be stay-at-home
And my point is
wives.
that that's the one that you're seeking out. I would have no problem with someone who we could, if we lived happily and I could stay at home with our kids, a lot of women would be fine with that. It's the woman you attract is my whole point. He's attracting those Miami BBL sugar baby, used to be maybe a stripper with all the money type of girls.
I think
That's
you
what it
should
sounds
bring a
like.
girl to McDonald's and she should pay for you. Like
What? I'm confused.
Like bring a chick to McDonald's and be like, get to the register, like order a shit ton of food, whatever. She's gonna get like a 4-count nuggets or whatever, and you're gonna be like, you just look at her and you're like, you got this, right?
Well, that's not. I kind of mentioned, if you don't know if you heard me, I said before I would never pay for a first date, but like technically with my current boyfriend, I technically paid for our first date.
Wow.
Technically,
Wow.
not on. He didn't. He was upset by it, but we were at Starbucks. I get points.